James, your unbeaten run's come to an end. It was a late goal that ended up sealing your fate when you were really pushing to get back in it, weren't you?
Yeah, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago and last week that we keep giving teams starts in games, and we gave Fleetwood a 2-goal start and 65 minutes before we started playing, and that's the way the game went. We had an early chance, and unlucky Michael Richardson just got deflected for a corner, and then the conditions, I think, were both the same side, so I'm not going to make an excuse, but they were quite horrendous, and I thought they just played the conditions better than we did. I think when John Parkins in a side, he adds that little bit of quality, and you could see his finish was first class, and I mean, John's always had that, and I've known him for a number of years now, but I think he was maybe the difference between the two sides. We started playing on 65 minutes, made a double substitution, and I think it just added a little bit of energy to the team. I'll never ever knock my players for their effort and their endeavour, and it's just, I think, a few of the lads out there looked a little bit jaded and a little bit tired, so we maybe needed to freshen it up a little bit, and I can't ask for anything more than from my players, and to give me 100% when they go out, and they do that every day in training and every match. So I think there just wasn't maybe if there's one or two maybe that's not at the races on the day, then maybe the other lads can compensate for it, but there was 4 or 5 that looked a little bit tired, and maybe we need to freshen it up a little bit in that respect. But I'll never knock them for their effort. I think they're a first class set of lads, and that's why I took the job initially, and that's why I love doing the job now.
Was that hour or so the most frustrating it's been for you for a little while, just because it just never really seemed to go for you, never really seemed to get started?
No, I think every sort of second ball that dropped off John, one of their players was onto it, and just like little things like that, ball was dropping to them, and it was frustrating. It's always frustrating when things don't go your way, but as I've said to you on numerous occasions, I've got huge faith in these boys, and I knew we was going to get back into the game, and when we did score, the people they believed it, because the crowd was silent after we scored, and you can just see it in the players. You can see the confidence building, and it's something that we maybe need to work on, to maybe start games like that and have that confidence from the start. And but as I say, I'll never knock them for their effort, because they're the first class set of lads, and that's why they make my job so enjoyable.
Hindsight's always easy. Is it better? Is it easier to lose 3-1, having had a real good go in the last few minutes, than perhaps nicking the goal back and hanging on for a 2-1?
Yeah, I mean, we're always going to try and win football matches. We committed a lot of men forward, and we even sent Tom Aldred up for the last 5 minutes. And the third goal comes from Josh Windass probably being too honest in trying to close the winger down when he maybe should have stayed central and stayed with the goal scorer Carr, is it, who come on. And that's what they're like. They're just maybe too honest. And as I say, as the fatigue sets in, then the decisions that you make sometimes can be the wrong ones, and unfortunately that was the wrong one. But I think maybe the lads had just run out of steam a little bit, and we were spent anyway.
You've got Coyote Odujayi back. That'll be a big positive for you, won't it?
Yeah, it's a huge positive, and we knew that Kay was going to come back, and I believe we have missed his physical presence for these last few matches, even though the lads have done tremendously well. But yeah, it's a massive boost for the lads. He's a great character in the dressing room, and he gives us that extra dimension, and I want us to be able to play a number of ways, and one of them ways is playing direct to Kay and getting support up to him quickly, and as I say, he gave us that extra dimension that we were missing earlier on in the season, and if we'd have had him from the start, or someone of that ilk, or somebody like him, then we wouldn't have got off to that bad start, I don't think. And I've just said to the lads there, they've played 14 games, they've won 6, drawn 5, and lost 4, I think. And that's we were to win the championship. You expect to get 2 points a game, and we were 23 points out of 26 for 2 points, and barring the bad start that we had, then we'd be in a much better position than we are now. But we've got to pick ourselves up. Got a massive game Saturday, and that's the lads will have a day off tomorrow, and then we'll be back in training.
How's Nicky Hunt?
I don't know. I think there's too much swelling at this early stage, and I think we'll have to let that settle down. And Nick is an experienced player. He'll know basically what's wrong with him. But we'll get if we need to get a scan. I think it's too early anyway. But there's no X-ray needed. There's nothing. There's none of the structures around it that are broken, or even suggest that they are broken. So it was a bit of a strange injury actually. He's just explained it to me there, and I still can't quite believe how he's injured himself, but that's how it is, and hopefully it won't be too bad, and Nicky will be back soon.